Nashville. Welcome back to Entertainment Circle. And it's Friday. It's Friday, like my friend said. Shannon. Buenas tardes, amigos. Bienvenidos a Entertainment Circle. Y hoy es viernes. Ya se nos acabó otra semana más encerrados en casa. Y hoy estoy muy feliz porque he podido tener al doctor aquí con nosotros hoy que nos va a contestar algunas preguntas. Today I'm so happy because Dr. Alex Jahangir was able to join us today on the broadcast to ask some questions. And he has several titles, but I just want to bring it home like he's my friend forever and say that he's Alex and he's the chair of the COVID-19 task force. Hola.
Hola.
Do you know any more Spanish?
Nope.
No, okay. Well,
I know two other languages, but unfortunately not helpful here.
Well, you should have practiced on Spanish. No, I'm kidding. El doctor Alex está al frente de el Task Force del COVID-19 y entonces lo invité al programa para que pueda contestar algunas preguntas para ustedes, así que trataré de darle la más información que pueda. Okay, doctor. So first of all, one question that somebody, you know how people send out all these videos that are kind of like saying that it's not true or this or that? Well, I got a video saying that the infrared thermometer that are using to measure the temperature can damage the brain. Is that true? And I'm talking about this one right here.
Yeah, no, thank you. Absolutely not. Not true at all. That just barely gets the temperature off of your forehead and that's it.
Okay, so there is your answer. Para lo que están escuchando y lo que me están mandando todos esos videos de todas esas mentiras, este termómetro no causa ningún problema a su cabeza, a sus neuronas. Así que ahí está la respuesta. Well, now to serious questions. So today we had another 232 cases. So when I know that this is, we had to wait like 2-3 days to get the results. So those results are based on the 2-3 days ago test or today's test?
No, exactly as you said. It is based on, we report the results the moment we get them. Okay. But when we look at our data, some of them are 3 days ago, some of them are 5 days ago. It just depends. So yes, you're absolutely right. This is stuff that happens from the past.
So in the meantime, people can be going around, out and about and spreading the virus.
Well, you know, our recommendation is when you get the test, you should self-isolate. You should stay at home until you get your results to avoid exactly what you just mentioned.
Okay. Le acabo de preguntar al doctor que hoy tuvimos el resultado de los 232 nuevos casos, que son los resultados de los exámenes que se hicieron hace 2 o 3 días, pero que mientras tanto todas estas personas están por ahí y por las calles esparciendo el virus, y él me dice que la recomendación es que se queden en casa mientras esperan el resultado. Okay, I'm going like lightning speed. ¿Cuál es la diferencia? What is the difference between the test that is done through your nose and the blood test?
Oh, such a great question. So the one through your nose tells you if the virus is living in you. It tells the RNA of the virus. The blood test tests for antibodies. So if you've been infected and you develop antibodies, the blood test will tell you that long term. So really, they're looking at two different things. But to know if you're really sick, you need the nose test.
Okay, entonces le acabo de preguntar que cuál es la diferencia entre los dos exámenes, el que te hacen por la nariz y el de sangre. Y el que te hacen por la nariz es que da el resultado si el virus está dentro de ti. Y el de la sangre es para saber si tienes el anticuerpo. Okay, is the virus airborne?
Yes. That's what makes this virus so different than almost everything else we've encountered. It's so easily transmitted by being out in the air. So,
okay, so I had this debate yesterday with that officer Luis Lopez, and he said that it was not. And I said, I believe that it is, but I asked the expert.
So let me, you want to translate that? And I want to add one thing to that.
Okay. Le acabo de preguntar si el virus permanece en el aire y él dice que sí, que el virus puede estar en el aire y puede contagiar a otras personas.
Now, this is why we strongly recommend wearing a mask, because it prevents you from spreading the virus.
Okay, es por eso que recomiendan fuertemente que usen la máscara, porque el virus puede salir en la saliva y transmitir el virus a otras personas.
And now, Sheyla, I'm going to do some breaking news for you.
Okay, I like the breaking news.
No, everyone's been trying to interview me for the past 30 minutes. Breaking news.
Noticias de última hora con el doctor Alex Jahangir.
At 4 o'clock, I called a special meeting of the Board of Health, because I'm gonna mandate masks. I'm gonna ask the board to mandate masks for the whole city. So not only now when you work, but when you're out in public, and in close quarters inside, we're gonna require masks. If the board approves it. If the board approves it. Big if there.
I was waiting for that to happen.
So you're the first media person who I've spoken to since I've decided to call the meeting. I don't know what will happen at the meeting.
Well, I feel privileged. Y muchas gracias. Thank you so much. He just broke the news to me. Él me acaba de dar a mí la primicia de que hoy, en una reunión a las 4 de la tarde con la Junta Directiva del COVID-19, que va a sugerir que el uso de máscara sea mandatorio. And this one, somebody just gave it to me today.
Perfect.
That's a little
the filter. I have many. This is one with music. Mm-hmm. This is one Vanderbilt. But let me tell you why this matters so much.
Él me va a decir por qué es importante.
Because what you just said, this virus spreads orally, okay, spreads in the air. And if you look at countries like Japan, okay, Japan, you've not heard about Japan having a coronavirus problem, and they have not shut down. And those countries like Japan are very stringent on wearing masks, and it has shown that wearing masks drops the rate by many-fold. So,
wow. Y lo importante de esto es que cuando miran, por ejemplo, al país como Japón, ellos no han cerrado, no han tenido cuarentena, porque ellos tienen el mandamiento de usar máscaras, y esto ha salvado muchas vidas y muchas personas de contraer el virus.
Sí.
Sí, okay. Wow, I can't wait for the result from the board. I guess what you say goes.
What the board says. No, it's a board, so we'll see. But it is a really big step. It is a big step, and that's why we just decided literally an hour and a half ago. Because what we are seeing, Sheyla, is that the numbers in our city are going up and up and up.
Yes.
And this is a problem, and you mentioned a number earlier today, and I just got tomorrow's number, and it's high as well. And
yeah,
that worries me. That really worries me right now.
Yeah, I just posted today that I've been at home 4 months.
Wow.
4 months, because my last trip, I came back on February 24th, and then that was it. I couldn't go out again. And I mean, I go out to do groceries, or if I have a photography session, I go and do it, but I always wear my mask. I was on set the other day, and I was scared the whole day, and I was like, I'm not going anywhere for 14 days. Yeah. So I want to go get tested, not just because I want to tell people, look, I'm just going to go and get myself tested. So you can do it. It doesn't cost anything, right?
Right. That's right. If you go to one of our centers in our city, it doesn't cost you anything. That's right.
And how long does it take to do the test? Not the waiting in line, but how long?
The test is about maybe 5 minutes.
Okay.
Our lines are getting longer because more people are getting tested, which is great, but we still have a very effective process of getting people through. So please, and then let's talk about, you want to translate? I'm happy to add a little more there.
Yeah. Estábamos hablando de que todo este tiempo yo he estado 4 meses aquí en la casa sin poder salir porque tengo miedo de contagiarme, y que he salido, pero que he usado mi máscara. Y le pregunto también, le digo que cuánto tiempo se toma a hacer el examen, no el tiempo que esperas para hacer el examen, porque hay muchas colas para hacerse el examen, pero el examen como tal toma 5 minutos y es totalmente gratis. Y ahora que hay más personas haciéndose el examen, que es bueno.
Yeah. The other thing that I really want to highlight to your audience is, as you may know, 10% of Nashville roughly is of Hispanic ethnicity. And 12% are foreign born. I'm a foreign born person who moved to Nashville when I was 6. Our cases, right now, about 30-something percent, 47% of people of Hispanic ethnicity. So it's totally disproportionate. It really is.
Yeah, I actually was going to share this as you were going to talk about that. Just a second. Here we go.
Great, yeah.
Okay, so the demographics are right here. And here are the... Yeah. So now, yesterday when I looked at it, it said 31.2 or something. Now it's 30.9. What is the difference in between this number today and yesterday?
You know, it just depends on, let's say, who got tested over the past so many hours. It varies. But the point is, it's 3 times the number of people of ethnicity, of Hispanic ethnicity in Nashville are testing positive. This is impacting this community more than any other community in our city.
El doctor me dice que lo que le preocupa grandemente es que el porcentaje es 3 veces mayor en la comunidad latina que se están infectando en el condado de Davidson con el virus que en otras comunidades. Y eso le preocupa muchísimo.
Yeah, and I think this is such an important thing. I need people to understand that this can impact everyone. And it's happening in younger people of Hispanic ethnicity. So a lot of people who are dying are older, but it's happening in the younger community. And those are people who are working, close quarters, they travel together, they carpool. And the reason this matters is you may go and you're feeling fine, or you have a little bit of a fever, and you're not thinking about it, and you spread it to your grandmother or grandfather, and they have a high likelihood of dying. If anyone that's over 65 in Nashville, 10% of them die. Wow. Not get sick, but die. So it's very scary.
And that's very sad. El doctor está hablando de que este virus puede cogerle cualquier persona, cualquier edad, y le preocupa muchísimo que las personas de entre 21 a 44 años o 25, 30 años son los que más se están enfermando. Aquí ven los números de 25 a 35, 44. The numbers are so small, I can't literally see it. 25 to 34 and 35 to 44. De 25 a 34 y de 35 a 44. Y que desafortunadamente las personas mayores de 65 años son las que están falleciendo más porque están a más alto riesgo por otros problemas de salud que ya tienen existentes. Y que si usted es una persona joven y usted sale a la calle y es infectado con el virus, si usted va a su casa y no se lavó las manos o lo que sea, cuando llegó a la casa, usted le transmitió el virus a su persona mayor, a su abuelito, a su abuelita, a su mamá, a su abuelo, a quien sea, y entonces ellos digamos que tienen diabetes o cualquier otro problema de salud y ellos tienen el riesgo de fallecer más fácil que usted, que tenga un sistema inmunológico más fuerte. I explained a little longer, but that was the gist of it.
Yes.
Okay. So I know that the numbers keep going up, and we have a certain data, certain numbers. I'm going to put the other screen up so I can share. Okay, hold on. Coming. Okay. Right here. So we look at this data, these 3 data right here, and I kind of confused how this data works.
Okay, I'm not explaining.
So the transmission rate is how many people are getting infected? How often?
Sure, this is a great question. So the transmission rate is how many people one person who's infected infects. Okay. So if I'm infected and I'm infecting 1 or 2 more people, then the number of cases is going to go up.
Okay.
If on average, one person who gets infected infects less than one person, then the number is going to go down. So what really this shows is how contained do we have this virus? So you may ask yourself, how does one person not infect someone? And the answer is we do a quick job of first recognizing that person's infected. We then, get them to isolate at home. We make sure everyone's wearing masks. And that's how you lower the passing of the virus from person to person. Now, go ahead.
Ok, entonces yo le estaba preguntando que cómo funcionan estos datos con los que ellos se basan para decirnos si nos movemos a la otra fase o no, y que me explicara un poquito más sobre el ratio de transmisión. Entonces me decía que si una persona coge el virus y lo transmite a 2 o 3 personas, entonces así como ellos miden cuántas personas han sido infectadas por el virus, que por eso ellos enfatizan muchísimo en que usted use su máscara y que tenga el distanciamiento social y que se lave las manos con frecuencia. Okay.
Okay. So that's transmission rate. The rolling average is, and I apologize. The 14-day average it shows this trend going upwards. And if I may, I'm going to try to find something. Maybe I can show you too, if I can. But the 14-day average is slowly heading upwards. And in fact, you have it. Yeah, it's on the screen. If you hit, if you go on right, keep going. Just click on the 14-day average.
Oh, sorry.
Nope, not that one. Go
14.
Up. Right there. Just click on that. Yeah,
right. Okay.
And then keep going. It looks easy enough, but
okay,
there it is.
Right here.
Keep going. A little bit more. Right there. So that bottom graph, this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Notice how the number is slowly heading upwards. So we're averaging in 2 weeks, every day we're having about 20 more cases, and that's like compounding it. So, this number was 100 and I can't see it. So 120.
It's really small.
130, I think is what that says. We started at 100. So in 2 weeks, we're now adding 30 more cases every day.
Okay. How about that?
That's great. My point is this virus is not slowing down in our city.
Wow. But this data is from 6/19.
No,
so
but this is a great point. If you look, it's actually updated on 6/24, so it actually is a few days old. The reason to write 6/19 is we report the data based on the date the test was done.
Okay.
Your question earlier about because some labs take 3 days, some days take 5 days. The best way to normalize that is to put it on the day the test was collected.
Okay, entonces me estaba explicando que esta data ellos la calculan basado en cuanto se reciben los resultados de los exámenes. Por eso es que no está al día de hoy, sino que cuando ellos reciben los exámenes, los resultados, ellos ponen aquí el resultado. Y es así como sabemos cuántos casos están aumentando y cuántos están bajando. Entonces lo que le preocupa es que estos números siguen subiendo. Okay, so I brought this to your attention because based on whether these 6 metrics are on green, then we move up to phase 4 or 3 or whatever. So now that the number is going up, we got to wait 28 days to go back, or 4?
No,
Why?
It's a great question. It all depends, right? I think we've always said it's not just one metric that's going to determine how we move forward and back.
Yeah, the 6.
Yeah, well, that's right. And so one of the things on those metrics is public health capacity. We now have a team of over 120 people who, when you get infected, one of them will call you and try to get a sense of, where did you get the disease? Who did you expose? And the reason that matters is now we have a really good idea of what activities do cause and don't cause infection. So, for example, so far in Nashville, going to the grocery store doesn't cause you to get an infection. Going to a restaurant in a normally socially distant restaurant doesn't cause infection. So we don't necessarily need to roll back those things. Now, things that cause infections is large crowds, a lot of times with families, right? So you go to your niece's birthday party and you're there, everyone's together, they're hugging, they're eating, they're sharing food. Those are the types of events that are causing infections in our city. people living together in close quarters, in apartments, housemates, carpooling, those are causing infections. So
and that's because when they go out, they get infected, and then they come bring it home, and they.
Well, initially there's probably one exposure like that. That's right. So maybe somebody gets it at work, or somebody gets it at a bar or wherever. But yes, then they come back, and then they have this group of, let's say, 10 people who they interact with, whether it's at home or a neighbor they hang out with all the time. And that's where it's spreading in Nashville. It's not these one-offs. Sure, you have these moments where you go to the store or you go somewhere out and you get it, but that's not the majority. And that's why, again, it's important for your viewers to know that. Protect yourself from your family members and your loved ones. So anyway, that's.
Okay, so I just have one more question for you. I know you're time crunch, and then I'll just resume in Spanish after you leave. There is a study at Vanderbilt University about the antibody. Can you talk a little bit about that study?
There's a lot of studies at Vanderbilt around antibodies. There's been few. One has been if you've been infected, they take your blood and take the antibodies, and they see if you can spread that antibody, or excuse me, if you have that antibody, will you be able to treat others? That's one study that I think is going on. The other one is they were looking at how many people just have antibodies. Like there's some theories that there may be a lot of people infected who didn't know they were infected who now have antibodies. That has not turned out to be true so far. So I don't know exactly which study you're referring to, but there's a couple like that.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time and keeping us informed and up to date. And please stay safe. And thank you so much.
Thank you, and seriously, thank you for your getting the message. And I hope maybe we can do this again sometime in the near future.
Anytime.
Stay tuned at 4 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
Well, at 4 is my Board of Health meeting, so you're the first to know. Okay,
so whenever you feel like you want to get back, you let me know, and we'll program it and try to work around your schedule, and we'll make it happen. And thank you so much for the premiere.
Gracias. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.
All right, everybody. So there you go. The doctor answered all my questions for you. The last thing that we talk about, I'm going to say it in Spanish. Lo último que le pregunté fue sobre los 28 días, que por qué tenemos que esperar los 28 días para saber si nos movemos a la próxima fase o no. Entonces, pues, realmente está basado en todos los datos que ellos acumulan y además de eso, en la capacidad de camas que tengan en los hospitales para tratar los pacientes. Ahora están un poquito alta la cantidad de personas que tienen en los hospitales, entonces por eso están mirando cuáles son las opciones si la semana que viene deciden regresarnos a la fase número 2 o si nos vamos a la fase número 4. Entonces, hoy él me dio la primicia de que ahora él tiene la reunión con la junta directiva de la COVID-19 y que van a decir que va a ser un mandato de usar las máscaras en todo el condado. Así que ya lo saben. Aquí tuvieron la primicia en Entertainment Circle, dicho por el médico Alex Jahangir. Well, I hope that was very informative for you all the information that the doctor provided for us. And I just want to share again. Oh, let me say hi to everybody that is watching. So let's see. Okay. So while you read that, I don't know if you can read it or not. I'm going to say hello. So, Mini Villanueva, no puedo ni hablar, caballeros. I can't even talk today. Mini Villanueva was my vocal coach when I got here in Nashville. I haven't seen her forever. Mini era mi maestra de canto cuando yo llegué aquí a Nashville. Ahora está viviendo en Orlando. Digo, creo que todavía está viviendo en Orlando. Henry, mi querido Henry, te extraño. Un beso desde Cuba. Michael Fab, hello Michael. Nita Covarrubias, mi amiga, ¿cómo estás? Alexis Phoenix, how are you? Jim Stephanie, oh wow, I haven't seen you in forever. Argentina, thank you so much for always watching. So I just want to tell you guys what the doctor emphasized so much. This is in Spanish, so I would say Spanish and then I put the one in English. Para parar el virus, para detener que usted pase el virus de una persona a otra, es importante que se lave las manos con frecuencia, lave sus manos con regularidad y a fondo con un frote de las manos a base de alcohol o lávese las manos con agua y jabón. Mantenga la distancia física, al menos 2 metros o 6 pies de distancia entre usted y cualquier persona que esté tosiendo o estornudando. No solamente eso, sino mantener la distancia por si acaso. No tiene que necesariamente estar estornudando o torciendo a la persona. Por favor, no tocarse los ojos, la nariz y la boca. Las manos tocan muchas superficies. Pueden detectar virus una vez que contaminadas las manos, puede transferir el virus a los ojos, la nariz y la boca. Si tiene fiebre, tos, dificultad para respirar, busque atención médica a tiempo. No espere, no quede ahí, que ahorita se me pasan. Yo sé cómo somos nosotros los latinos, que no nos gusta ir al médico. Ay, que no, que me tomo una aspirina y que ya se me pasaron ahorita. No. Usted tiene que ir al médico urgentemente. Quédese en su casa. Bueno, no tiene que ir, llame al médico. Quédese en su casa si te sientes mal, si tienes fiebre, tos, dificultad para respirar, busca atención médica y llame con anticipación para que ellos estén preparados para irlo a buscar. Si usted tiene todos estos síntomas, si usted llama al 911, cuando llegan los médicos de primeros auxilios, la ambulancia y los bomberos, ellos tienen que venir preparados con sus máscaras y sus guantes y todo cubierto para no ser contaminados con el virus. Es importante que usted haga esto. Y por eso es que también le piden la dirección cuando usted va a hacerse el examen, porque si hay alguna emergencia, ellos deben de ir preparados para poder atenderlos. Esa es la parte en español. Ahora le voy a poner la parte en inglés. Ok. A ver dónde está. Ok, aquí va. Creo que está en inglés. Ok, ahí va. So, ¿y por qué no hace la animación? Ok, porque no estoy poniendo la que no es. Ok, espérense un segundo. Un segundo, señores. Aquí. Ok, ahí va. Entonces, si usted, en inglés ahora. So it is important, after talking to Dr. Jahangir and giving me the premiere of that they're going to mandate to wear a mask. So the board will vote about it today at 4. So I suppose that they will send out a press release, but I already know. I mean, I was saying, why not mandate? So now you know that you have to wear the mask, no matter where you are. Well, except at your home. Well, if you're home and you're sick, you know you have to isolate so you don't pass on the virus to the rest of the family. So it is important that you wash your hands frequently, regularly, thoroughly. Clean your hands with alcohol, with an alcohol base if you're out, and wash your hands with soap and water when you get home. Maintain the physical distance. Maintain at least 2 feet or 2 meters or 2 feet of distance between yourself and anyone who is coughing or sneezing. Not only that, if you're not wearing a mask and the other person isn't either, and you're not maintaining that distance, you both are risking each other's lives because you don't know who has it. Avoid touching your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. Wash your hands. Your hands touch many surfaces and can pick up viruses. Once contaminated, your hands can transfer the virus into your eyes, your nose, and your mouth, which is the way the virus gets into your body. If you have a fever, cough, and difficult breathing, seek medical care early. Don't wait, because the longer you wait, the sicker you're gonna get, and then when you decide to go, it might be too late. Stay home if you feel unwell. if you have a fever, cough, or difficulty breathing, seek medical attention and call in advance. The reason you have to call in advance is because the emergency personnel need to know whether there is somebody with the virus or potentially has the virus, and they need to be prepared with PPE so they don't get the virus themselves. So, I have talked a lot today. It's 30 minutes. I won't go too long today because I have other things to take care of. I hope that this message serve you and help you understand the reason why you need to be socially distanced, and so we can beat this virus. I posted a question on Facebook. If you were wearing a mask when you're going out to the grocery store, to the pharmacy, some people reply yes, some people reply no, and they ask why, and I don't understand why. And don't you want to protect yourself and your loved ones? I think you want to, don't you? I don't want to die early. We all gonna die eventually, but not today. Today, I want to live, and tomorrow, and the next day after tomorrow, and enjoy life to the fullest. So I want you to live the life to the fullest as well. And that's why I do this Facebook Live every day, to tell you the updates about what's happening in our city, so you can take care of you and your family and your community. Bueno, hoy he hablado como un papagayo, he hablado muchísimo. Espero que hayan escuchado y que hayan recibido la información que necesitan saber directamente del doctor Alex Jahangir, y que usted se cuide, que cuide de su familia, que cuando usted salga, usted use su máscara y se proteja. Me la regalaron hoy, la acabo de tener ahí. Y que por eso todos los días vengo aquí de lunes a viernes a las 3 de la tarde a darle información sobre lo que está pasando en nuestra ciudad, para que usted se cuide, para que cuide su familia, para que podamos salir de esta pandemia lo más pronto posible, y que los números siguen subiendo, y que necesitamos lo contrario. Necesitamos que los números bajen. También quería decirles que puse una pregunta en mi Facebook ayer, que si ustedes estaban usando una máscara cuando salían a la tienda a comprar su comida, o a la farmacia, o donde sea, y muchas personas dijeron que sí, que la usan, otras dijeron que no. Y yo me pregunto por qué. ¿Acaso no quieren vivir una larga vida plena y saludable? Porque yo sí quiero vivir una vida larga, plena y saludable. Quiero vivir hoy, quiero vivir mañana, pasado mañana, y muchos, muchos años más. Todos nos vamos a morir eventualmente, pero no hoy. Hoy no me quiero morir. Todavía no me toca. Y usted sabe que si usted no le toca morirse todavía, usted tiene que hacer lo imposible por cuidarse y cuidar de su familia y cuidar de la comunidad. Así que, por favor, cuídese. Use su máscara. Yo sé que no sé. Es que no sé ni por qué más decirle, porque usted va a hacer finalmente lo que le da la gana, como decimos en Cuba. Pero es importante que usted se cuide, que use su máscara. Yo sé que la gente de la construcción están trabajando, es difícil trabajar en la construcción con una máscara, o cuando estás arreglando las calles, porque es molesto, es caluroso. Pero, ¿usted prefiere tener calor o tener salud? ¿Cuál de las dos? Yo prefiero tener calor, porque el frío no me gusta. Así que si usted practica la distancia social, usa su máscara, usa su mascarilla, su nasabuco, su tapabocas, como usted lo llame. Usted se lave su mano con frecuencia, no se toque la cara, los ojos, la nariz y la boca. Usted puede evitar ser contagiado por el virus. Así que ya ustedes saben. Eso es todo por hoy, caballeros. Me tengo que ir. So, if you are working in construction and you are not using the mask, you are risking your life to get the virus, and risking your family life to get the virus as well. So, I don't know what else to tell you, because I have said it already. So I hope that you listen and that you share this video with all your friends and family and your groups or whatever, and everybody in the world, so they know the information directly from the doctor instead of me, and that you stay healthy and that live a healthy and long life. Eso es todo por hoy, amigos. Cuídense mucho. y que tengan un gran fin de semana. Eso es, that's all for me today. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you back here on Monday. I will have somebody from the Nashville airport providing information about safety and travel issues. Okay, from my house to yours, I say ciao. Desde mi casa, el lunes tengo a alguien del aeropuerto que nos va a proveer información sobre seguridad y sanidad en el aeropuerto. Así que eso es todo. Que tengan un gran fin de semana y nos vemos el lunes a las 3 de la tarde. Desde mi casa a las suyas, le digo chao.